COVID-19 just will not stop spreading, with new cases being announced globally every single day, and with cases exploding in places like Italy and Iran. But there is some glimmer of hope now that we are approaching April, as many medical professionals are optimistic that the warmer weather might kill the virus. Hey, what's up guys, it's Mackenzie Smith here, and today on IO I'm going to be breaking down what medical professionals are saying about the likelihood of warmer weather killing the virus. So as of the 19th, cases globally are over 222,000, with a little over 9,100 deaths worldwide. But many experts are saying warmer weather will stop the virus in its tracks, like Dr. Stefan Burrell, an epidemiology expert at Johns Hopkins University. He is quoted by the Boston Herald as saying, quote, he expects a natural decrease of the disease as the United States moves into warmer weather. Another expert expanded further, saying, quote, sunlight will cut the virus's ability to grow in half. So the half-life will be 2.5 minutes, and in the dark it's about 13 to 20 minutes. Sunlight is really good at killing viruses, Nicholas said. As well, Thomas Pietschmann, a virologist from Germany's Center for Experimental and Clinical Information Research, also said the virus is not very heat resistant, which means that the virus breaks down quickly when temperatures rise. So all this is great news, right? But not quite, as not all health experts agree warmer weather will help contain the outbreak. Many are saying that since this outbreak is completely new, no one can say for certain if warmer weather will actually make a difference. A recent study compared COVID-19 to SARS, concluding that the coronavirus could persist for 5 days in 21 degrees Celsius temperature on a Teflon, ceramic or steel surface, whereas in comparison SARS could last on plastic surfaces for more than 5 days between 22 degrees Celsius and 25 degrees Celsius. So this is potentially showing that COVID-19 is affected worse by heat than SARS, which of course is a good thing. But other doctors are not so convinced, with Dr. Michael Chi Wei Chan, an infectious disease expert at the University of Hong Kong, noting that it's, quote, a little bit lower in relatively warmer temperatures, such as Indonesia, the Philippines, or even India, but it won't really affect the transmission of the virus per se, which is spreading in the air. But since India has not really seen a huge outbreak considering their massive population that lives in close proximity, this is leaving people very optimistic. Dr. Abdul Ghaffar brought up humidity as another factor that could be the most effective at killing the virus. He stated that the heat and humidity in India, quote, could be one of the reasons why coronavirus is not spreading faster in his country, as the weather limits the virus from traveling longer or faster. Continuing, it's not just the temperature that's killing in the warm climate, but it's the humidity as well. The humidity reduces the transferability of the virus, he told Al Jazeera. And to dive deeper into that, in cold and dry climates like Europe and the US, the dryness is what allows the virus to travel farther and persist longer when it settles. But even as the weather gets warmer in those countries, Ghaffar said he does not expect the coronavirus to go away completely, saying that countries with better healthcare infrastructure that are able to contain the outbreak will persist regardless of the temperature. Continuing, quote, if the healthcare system is weak, the containment will be slow. So it depends on the robustness and the ability of the healthcare systems in the world. But something else to note, if doctors are right and it peaks in the cold and dies in the heat, this could still be problematic, with countries in the southern hemisphere potentially surging in cases once it hits their cold season, meaning that it would exist globally year-round, transferring between hemispheres. But one doctor concluded his interview by making sure to stress that nothing is more important at this vital time than people observing personal hygiene. No matter what the temperature is, Chan said that what's most important is that individuals observe personal hygiene and proper protection, quote, which is really affecting the outcome of the infection. So after all this, I think it's okay to be optimistic that warm weather will stop the virus and help us get back to our normal lives faster. And if you look at the current map of cases worldwide, you can definitely see that there's way more cases in the northern hemisphere than in the southern, leaving a lot of people optimistic that this is showing that heat could be the thing that halts this thing for good. Please let me know all your thoughts about this in the comments below, and is this all getting your hopes up? Because to be honest, reading this made me feel personally a lot better about things. I mean, it's always nice to have like a silver lining looking to be in the future. Okay guys, well that's it for the video, but before I go I wanted to shout out a few comments. So MJ said, hey yo, I read all the comments, I've never been shouted out. Anyways, all of these are sad that you could even find 10. You couldn't find 10,000 when there shouldn't even be one of these in the first place, it's sad. Yeah, thanks so much for always commenting. Here is your shout out, and it's definitely really shitty that there is so many companies getting cancelled. Then Liveflower said, I will give you toilet paper and homemade sanitizer to be a feature. Well, here's your feature. I better get both of those items ASAP because your girl's in desperate need. Then LaDonna Johnson said, I love your videos, I've never been featured, I really want to get featured. Here is your feature, thanks so much for watching. Okay guys, well that's all for the comments. If you liked the video, please give it a like down below and subscribe to be kept up to date with news stories like this one, because we make new videos like this every single day. Thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.